The whole purpose of the testimonial, other than that social proof, is to make a connection. It's to establish yes, this is really for me, or this is speaking to me, this is personal to me. And the more ways that you can do that, the stronger the likelihood that people are going to reach out. They're going to call directly, they're going to make appointments, they're going to request more information. But it really is about saying, I am part of this group, because that is already priming them to say yes, which is what you want.
Welcome to the Super Clinic Project Podcast, Coach's Corner Edition. Ready to boost your practice by 10,000 in just 10 minutes? Join your coaches, Jennifer and Tracy, for fast and proven strategies that drive real results. Let's get started.
Welcome to the Super Clinic Project Podcast, where we take regular clinic owners and we turn them into super clinic owners. It is Coach's Corners today, so you're here with me, Jennifer Gligoric and Tracey Sundkvist. Tracy is also a neuroscience expert. She's a fellow business consultant and coach with me, and we are both here to help you get $10,000 in 10 minutes. Today's topic is patient testimonials. Why are they so important? Tracy, you want to lead us off?
Everybody can say, we're the greatest, and you see that everywhere in the market. Everybody swears that their product is going to do unbelievable things. The difference is in who agrees with that, and that's really what we're going to focus on today. And it's not just a nice, fluffy, standard script-based testimonials. This is like the hardcore, this worked and that didn't quite work, and what is going to work best for you when you're looking for that social proof.
Yeah, social proof is really important because people are more likely to trust and believe and want to check out a product or service if they think that other people had a positive experience with it. It's like reviews. They're going to go to Trustpilot or they're look at Yelp, or they're going to want to see, they're going to type in, is it a scam? Is it a this? They're going to look for that. And the more testimonials you have to combat that are important. It's also relatability. Patients connect with the experience of others who've had similar health challenges, and you want them to say, oh, that's exactly what I'm experiencing. I have that radiating pain too, and I was just told that the only thing I needed to do was get surgery or take a drug, and they're saying there might be something different about it. Maybe I should check it out.
Yeah. Do you know, it's so huge to listen to the real life stories of other people. And I mean, we've taken this to the story realm, but that's exactly what it is. I mean, the whole purpose of the testimonial, other than that social proof, is to make a connection. It's to establish yes, this is really for me, or this is speaking to me, this is personal to me. And the more ways that you can do that, the stronger the likelihood that people are going to reach out. They're going to call directly, they're going to make appointments, they're going to request more information, which is going to lead us into our next Coach's Corner, which I'm not going to refer to too much now. But it really is about saying, I am part of this group, because that is already priming them to say yes, which is what you want.
Right. And the way you bring up a good point, Tracy, in that when they hear it from other people too, that is a diverse perspective, right? It's someone saying the same thing that you've said, but in different ways. So when you get many different patient testimonials, they all are going to have their own way of speaking. Some people are going to be more auditory or more visual in the words that they use. And so this is going to appeal naturally to different types of people. They're all saying essentially the same thing. Go to us because they made us look 10 years younger, than I was before. But when it's different people, different personalities in beauty, you're getting various different skin types, different ages, and there's a diversity in there, then it naturally will be more palatable to different demographics of people. So patient testimonials are very powerful, and specifically video testimonials. Video is king. I know we talk about that all the time, but really it's video. And Tracy, you made a really good point too about that emotional connection. And I think that when you get people that are like you, it is easier to make an emotional connection to them.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the great thing about testimonials as well is it is a lot more powerful if it's not scripted. So in the very same way as you and I, Jennifer, we're just having a conversation, it's really good to have a more casual approach to a testimonial. Written is great. Written is fine because you can be really succinct, but for video testimonials, just to have it conversational. Now, every single testimonial should really cover at least 3 points. The first is what was the starting point for that person? So what were they faced with before they sought you out as a solution? So what was the problem that they were looking to solve? How did they find you, and what was the process like for them in signing up with you, or that first entryway in meeting with you, speaking with you, and then ultimately, where did they end up? So once they've signed up for your treatment plans or for your service, whatever it is, what was the outcome that they achieved? And if you can hit on those 3 things, that's going to be a good testimonial.
Yes, that's actually very powerful. I'm glad that you brought that up, because when you're asking for testimonials, you're guiding a patient. Many patients, they feel very reticent. Well, what do I say? Yeah, you're great. I'd give Dr. Jane 5 stars. This is taking it a little bit further. Can you say those 3 things one more time? Because I really want to hone this in. This is what makes an excellent testimonial. So you're going to frame the questions you ask your patient on these 3 things. Tracey, can you say that one more time?
Absolutely. So start off with the problem. What was the problem that you had? How did that affect you? What was going on with you? The second was how you got to learn about, or how you were introduced to the doctor or the service. So what was that introduction like? Was it easy? Was it paperless? Was it, what made the signing up part easy or challenging? And then finally, once the service was provided, once the treatment was concluded, what was the outcome that was achieved? So it's kind of like a start of the story, a middle of the story, and then an end of the story. And once you've got all of those sections, it's going to work. It's going to be a more powerful testimonial.
Yeah. So see, guys, see how that will help you increase your conversions, right? Because what the testimonial is doing is basically warming up them for your entire funnel. It's warming them up. Your call to action is usually your ad, that easy, low barrier offer, right? Are you suffering from debilitating back pain, or that makes you unable to do the things that you love, like playing with the grandkids, right? Or are you looking in the mirror? Do you feel tired all the time, but you're not tired, but people tell that to you? Right? Well, it doesn't have to be that way. We can get you freshened up so you look on the outside the way you feel on the inside, right? That would be a beauty thing, right? So here are people actually saying that they were the person that went through that. That is very powerful, because it's coming from different voices. And then when they're saying how to sign up, they're making it sound very easy. They made that decision, they thought about it, and so they're taking some of the guesswork out for that lead that's listening to them, that potential patient. And then the outcome. I did it, and now here is this outcome. And it's all outcome based, right? When you're service based, that's why they're there, is to get that promise that you have. And so automatically the testimonial is a way to take them through the funnel without you taking them through the funnel. They've already been prepped and primed for an experience before they even get in there. They're already doing, well, if you're not on video, on Spotify or YouTube, I'm nodding my head up and down, right? They're already internally nodding their head up and down when they walk in. And that is exceedingly powerful.
And you'll see the difference here is you want them saying I, not they or she or her or he. I was struggling with, because as soon as you can, using that language, it takes it to a level where it doesn't sound like a testimonial. This doesn't sound like someone who I paid $20 to, kind of pump me up in an ad. Because it's personal. So try to get that language right, make them speak about themselves. And that way it also takes the pressure off them to be able to think, what nice things can I say about this provider that I really like because they gave me great results, but I have to think of what to say about them. But they actually don't have to do that. They just have to tell their story.
Yeah, see, that's great. And of course, remember, Tracey's the neuroscience expert. So when she's saying that you know how to do it in that emotional way. So again, the social proof that you can get from testimonials is just more valuable than anything. And you can use that social proof in a variety of ways. You can use that as a basis for ad copy, your video ad copy. You can use that in the office. You can have the testimonials playing on the flat screen TV that you have on the wall, along with all the other ads that you have that people are talking about, right? Imagine walking in to an office and you have, really powerful testimonials, but you also have the video up there of people just talking about their experience. These can be very valuable tools to help you in your practice. And also too, it has the intangible benefit with staff too. This is what we do. Look at how we've changed lives. This positivity is being piped in all the time. There's a reason and a method to our madness, because we want everybody to be like Sarah or John or whoever is on. Anything you want to add before we wrap up, Tracey?
No, I think it's just about going out there, doing it. It's not about perfection. Repetition is going to be your teacher. So let's take it there.
Yes. And don't forget, guys, if you are struggling with testimonials or how to get them, or you feel that you have a challenging niche on testimonials, give us a call, right? All you have to do is go to superclinicproject.com, click on either Tracey's photo or mine, and you can have a free 15-minute session. And we are happy to go through that challenge and give you some really actionable advice, because we want you to get $10,000 worth of value in 10 minutes. This has been Coach's Corner with Jennifer Gligoric and Tracey Sundkvist on the Super Clinic Project. Again, follow, share, and give us a 5-star review. It helps us continue to get these tips for you so you can make more money in your business and make more value. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Super Clinic Project podcast, Coach's Corner edition. If you would like to work with Jennifer or Tracey to 2 or 10x your business, then go to superclinicproject.com and click on either Jennifer or Tracey's photograph to book a complimentary session. Your greatest breakthrough is just a session away.